Welcome. This is Module 4, Topic 4, Lesson 1, Put It on the Plane, where we are representing equations with tables and graphs. Here are our learning goals for this lesson. And one question I want you to think about throughout this lesson: you have solved two-step equations algebraically. How can graphs of linear equations be used to solve equations? By the end of this lesson, you should be able to answer this question. Moving on to our getting started. It reads, Miss Jackson translates books for a living. She decides to change her fees to keep up with the cost of living. She will charge an initial fee of $325 to manage each project and $25 per page of translated text. Miss Jackson does not consider partial pages in her fees. So I just read that to you. What I want you to do now is take up to 1 minute to read it again on your own and annotate this problem, pulling out the important information. 1 minute, pause here. You'll notice in my annotations, I circled the numbers that were given and then I underlined what those numbers represented. So what you should have annotated was that the initial fee is $325, and to translate each page of text is $25 per page. So a quick example: if Miss Jackson has a customer come in today, bam, that's $325 in the door. Say this customer has 4 pages they want to get translated. Well, that's 25, 25, 25, 25 for each of those pages. Now that we understand what's happening, let's go ahead and answer these questions. Number 1, it says name the quantities that change in this situation. Name the quantities that remain constant. And 3, which quantity depends on the other? Now, these 3 questions you're going to answer on your own, but I've given you a bank to choose from. So the quantities that change, you're going to pick from this list of 4 quantities. And the quantities that remain constant, meaning they do not change, you will also get from this list. And then you're thinking about which one depends on the others. Set a timer for about 3 minutes to answer questions 1 through 3 on your own or with a partner. Pause here. Okay, let's compare answers. For number 1, in green, I circled the total cost is going to change, and the total cost is going to change because the number of pages a customer brings to Ms. Jackson is also going to be different. So for 1, you should have wrote total cost and the number of pages. For 2, the quantities that remain constant that do not change is that $325 fee and her $25 rate. The price is the price. That does not change. And 3, the quantity that depends on the other. Well, that would be the total cost depends on the number of pages. So however many pages a customer brings into Ms. Jackson to translate is going to determine their final cost. Alrighty, this concludes the Getting Started activity, but you will need these notes for your next activity. So if you need to, take a second and get these notes down. If not, I will see you in the next video.